Welcome, my good people, to a segment of one of my artworks brought to you by the Rams Art House and inspired by the Asus #Procreate League challenge. Alrighty then, let's get to it. So first, what we're gonna start with is scanning through magazines and newspapers, or literally anything with pictures and words that can all come together at the end to essentially just communicate one perspective. Then of course we're gonna cut out everything that will be able to speak out what we intend to express, whether it be 2 words, a slogan, an unconventional picture, any pictorial depiction really that will align with how our country is like at this current moment. And then after cutting what we like, then of course we're gonna begin gluing and sticking everything together, all the pictures that will form a cohesive and a well integrated message. Just to show a few pictures that we found, because earlier on I had found many interesting pictures that I could not put on film, so really this is just for the depiction of the process of how a mixed medium artwork is actually created. So after then placing the pictures in their right places, there were some white spaces that couldn't be occupied because of how small they were, so obviously those had to be covered up to allow the artwork itself to integrate properly. Now the question is, am I gonna randomly just cover it up and patch it up with some paint and then we're done? No, my good ma'am, no, my good sir, we will not do that. So that's when I decided to stroll through the front yard and to get some sand so we can mix it up with water to create mud, a technique I once employed when I was working on my final exam as part of an experimentation. Now then, after mixing it up, we apply the mud to occupy the white spaces to even out the entire composition so that nothing feels like it's left out. And then finally, this is the outcome after every necessary application that had to happen. This is me essentially showcasing the state of Azania in the 21st century. So this piece is a mixed medium artwork encompassing of paper collage, pencil, and of course mud. The whole idea was to communicate the state of my country in a more or less abstract form. The idea of this artwork in itself is to state the obvious without being obvious, as it persists to challenge not only me as an individual but also the viewer who will take the time to interact with this piece. More thoughts about this artwork are expressed in the artist statement, which will be showcased at the end of this video. But I believe this is how I showcase myself and my unique perspective, because with almost every